The pressure that breaks physics. At the bottom of the Mariana Trench, the pressure is enough to crush a submarine like a soda can, but something still lives there. 7 miles down, the ocean is trying to kill you. Every inch of your body feels 16,000 pounds of pressure. That's the weight of 50 jumbo jets stacked on your chest, and something down there is thriving. This is the Challenger Deep, the lowest point in the Mariana Trench, the deepest place on the entire planet, deeper than Everest is tall. If you dropped a steel ball off a boat here, it would fall for over an hour before it hit the bottom. In 1960, two men went down in a submersible called the Trieste. They were the first humans to ever see this place. The walls of their vessel were 7 inches of steel, and even then they heard a crack halfway down. A window had fractured under pressure that could snap a battleship hull like a twig. And here's what that pressure actually means. At sea level, air pushes on you with about 14 pounds per square inch. You don't feel it, your body's built for it. At the bottom of the Challenger Deep, that number becomes over 15,000 pounds per square inch. 1,000 times more than the surface. Steel submarines are rated to survive maybe a few hundred times that surface pressure. Go past their limit, and they don't leak. They implode in milliseconds, faster than a human nervous system can register pain. So knowing that, ask yourself the obvious question, how is anything alive down there? Not bacteria, not some microscopic survivor clinging to a vent. Actual animals, with organs, with nervous systems, with soft tissue that should collapse instantly. In 2014, scientists dropped a camera to the very bottom of the trench, and swimming past the lens was a fish. A pale, translucent creature gliding calmly through crushed depth pressure like it was nothing. That fish is called the Mariana snailfish, and for a long time biologists assumed deep-sea life would be tough. Armored, thick-shelled, built like a tank. The snailfish is the opposite. It's soft, almost gelatinous. Its bones are thin, barely calcified. By every rule of surface world engineering, it should be paper against a sledgehammer, but it isn't, because it solved the problem in a way no engineer would have guessed. The trick isn't strength, it's balance. The snailfish's body has no air pockets, no lungs, no swim bladder, nothing hollow for the pressure to crush. Its cells are packed with a molecule called TMAO. It stabilizes proteins so they don't warp and fold under extreme pressure. Essentially, the fish matches the ocean's force from the inside. Pressure in, pressure out, equal on both sides. It's not fighting the deep, it's agreeing with it. But that raises a darker question. If life can adapt to survive the crushing pressure, what happens when you take pressure away? In 2017, researchers caught a snailfish and brought it toward the surface, slowly, carefully, and still, its body began to fail. The same biology that saved it at depth turned fatal in reverse. Because down there, that pressure isn't just survivable, it's required, and this is where it gets stranger. The trench isn't just crushing, it's also freezing and pitch black and starved of food. No sunlight has ever touched this water. No plants, no photosynthesis, nothing growing. Whatever lives down here survives on scraps, dead matter drifting down from thousands of feet above. Called marine snow, a slow, endless fall of decay, feeding an entire ecosystem that never sees the sun. And yet, in 2019, something impossible turned up in a trench sample. Plastic, a microplastic fiber found inside the digestive tract of a crustacean living at nearly the deepest point on Earth. Which means humanity's waste reached a place humanity itself barely can. We built one submersible capable of surviving that pressure. We've sent 5, maybe 6 manned missions there in total history, but our trash beat us there first. That fact changes how you should think about the trench. We call it the most untouched place on Earth, remote, alien, separate from us, but it isn't separate, it's downstream. Every current in the ocean eventually pulls toward the bottom. Every drop of pollution, every particle, every piece of us that enters the sea eventually finds its way down to the one place we assumed was safe from us. So go back to that crack in the Trieste's window in 1960, the one that nearly killed 2 men on the first ever descent. For decades, we treated the trench like the edge of the world, uncrossable, untouchable, but life crossed it first, quietly, slowly, adapting cell by cell over millions of years. And now our waste is crossing it too, without needing a submarine at all. Here's the one thing worth remembering. The deepest place on Earth isn't defined by how crushing it is. It's defined by how little that crushing matters. If you adapt the right way, life didn't beat the pressure, it agreed with it. We've explored less than 5% of the ocean floor. The rest is still down there, waiting. If you enjoyed watching this, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next one.